All right. Right now in the 5 series. Right now we're taking a look at hard bop jazz. All right. My favorite genre of jazz music, or the genre that I collect the most of in jazz music. I was gonna just do hard bop jazz, but I've got so many hard bop records that I thought I'd just focus on one label, which I decided to, surprise, surprise, focus on Blue Note. All right. So for this session, we're gonna focus on Blue Note, hard bop records, and we're gonna kick it off with Horace Silver. Um, he is the high priest of hard bop, especially when it comes to Blue Note. He's one of the faces of the Blue Note record label. And this record with Art Blakey and the great percussionist Sabu hits it out of the park. The combination of Art Blakey on drums and Sabu on percussion gives it a Latin sort of an exotic feel that totally works and makes it somewhat of a unique record. And Horace Silver is just an incredible artist. All right, so that's what it is. Hard Bop Records. Let's get into it. Another one on the Blue Note label. Freddie Hubbard, my favorite trumpeter. He flexes and struts his way um, on this record with a great lineup. Herbie Hancock is on here, yeah. Herbie Hancock, Reginald Workman, James Spaulding, and Clifford Jarvis. This is a, a joyful record. It's got kind of modal vibes too, but it's an essential Blue Note hard bop record, in my opinion. Reflecting through these quick. Sonic Boom, Lee Morgan. Lee Morgan, this record was released posthumously after he passed away. Was released in 1979 and was reissued again. This is the reissue. Just Lee Morgan bringing that thrust, that hip thrust energy with a stellar lineup. Sonic Boom. It doesn't quite sound like what the title is, but I get why they called it Sonic Boom because Lee Morgan just has um, that energy and that talent that will just impact your ears. All right, almost like an iconic hard bop player is Lee Morgan, and this is a great album. All right, next up, the great Herbie Hancock, always heralding Herbie. Um, Inventions and Dimensions. Once again, this has a Latin feel to it. It's got Bobo, it's got Willie Bobo, Chihuahua, Martinez, Paul Chambers is on bass, one of the great bassists, and it's his third recording, and it's an essential record. It's got a hip, strut, lively gait to it, and it's just a record that's a worthy addition to my hard bop Blue Note 5 series edition. Come on now. And Wayne Shorter, Adam's Apple. I remember I watched this guy called the Jazz Shepherd on YouTube. He has a great insight into jazz. I recommend him totally. And he once said, this album, if you listen to it, it thrusts you into the future. And I don't think it does that, but I get what he was saying. Wayne Shorter. This album is kind of overlooked in Wayne Shorter's discography, but it's a great album. It's an album that's hard to resist. His playing is just immaculate on this album, and once again, it's a cool, snappy, hard bop record, which I think because Wayne Shorter is more of a he's kind of an intellectual player to me. This record can somewhat get overlooked, but it shouldn't be overlooked, and hard bop shouldn't be overlooked, and jazz shouldn't be overlooked, and we're hi-fi recluse, and we shouldn't be overlooked. And our record label is Good Fine Records. All right, it's another one in the 5 series. Let's get it.